Peace, peace, peace. O.G.B.O. back with more prison terms and sexual behaviors explained. Haven't told one of these in a while, but one of the number one reasons why I don't drink. They say a drunk don't lie. And if that's the case, when someone who haven't graduated middle school get to experimenting with yeast and sugar and fruits, the results can be deadly. Well, this is one guy named O.G.B.O. I think O.G.B.O. was out of the Tidewater area. I had to go to the hole because of this guy. But anyway, O.G.B.O. was cool until he started drinking. And the way he ran his alcohol distillery, he could get drunk pretty much every weekend. How he was doing it, I don't know. I know he worked in the kitchen, probably had a plug with one of the COs, because he could get a cooler back to the dorm every weekend faithfully. And he and his buddies, mostly a lot of rednecks. O.G.B.O. was a black dude. They'll sit on their bunk Friday and Saturday night, which is late night. The TV usually goes off about 11 o'clock during the week, but Friday and Saturday it stayed on at like 2. And then if you had your own television, you can sit on your bunk all night and buzz, right? But O.G.B.O. had this tendency to get drunk and frisky. He would do things like start fights. But really, what he wants is for somebody to take him in the bathroom and manhandle him and treat him like a woman. I'm just being 100 with you. So, one night he gets drunk. It's a Friday. I worked late in the kitchen that day. So when I get back to the dorm, first thing I do is get ready and jump in the shower. I'm getting out the shower. Now my bed is 2 bunks from the television, which I didn't even watch the television. I had my own TV. Only time I would watch the television is when the WNBA first started. And Cynthia Cooper and them was still playing. You know, this over 20 years ago. That's the only time I would watch TV. Other than that, I had my own television, and I would pretty much just use the light to read with. So I'm out the shower, I'm putting on my clothes, and before I can lotion up, I hear O.G.B.O. say, "Yeah, better than none of them bitch-ass Richmond niggas touch this goddamn TV tonight." Now, I stop what I'm doing because it occurs to me that I'm the only one from Richmond in this area. So I go and step in my boots because I can see O.G.B.O.'s been drinking. And I walk over there to him. Say, "What you say?" He said, "You heard what I said, better than none of y'all," and I take off on him. I hit him with maybe a 2-piece. I think one of them slipped, but the first one sent him, so it didn't even matter. He on the floor. I might have stomped him once or twice. I heard the keys dingling, you know, the hard shoes hitting the cement, so I know the guard's coming, right? So I slide off. I'm still in my boxers and my t-shirt. I slide back off and jump in the shower. I get my boy Maurice to bring me a towel. As I'm running past his bed, I'm like, "Ray, bring me a towel." And I go jump in the shower, right? Turn the water on, everything. Undress, everything. So I'm in the shower a good maybe 40 seconds before the CO come and pull the shower curtain, tell me to get out. I made sure he see me soaked up in my birthday suit. Because I'm maybe a month or two before going home, and I ain't trying to trick it up. You know, it was one of those, every now and again something happened and it just send you. You know, the moment after you do it, you immediately regret it. But that gravitational pull is just so strong at the time, and I've always had an issue with a man calling me a bitch. I never understood how guys can jokingly call each other bitch and invite each other to their penis, and it's all laughing jokes. I'm ready to kill somebody, right? So anyway, I'm getting up out the shower. I'm drying off again. I'm talking to the CO, this African dude from Nigeria. I can't think of his name. Started with an O though. Osborne. It's some I can't. I'm not even gonna chop it up. But I'm trying to talk to him to make sure that he not only see me getting out the shower, me and him have a little short conversation. So if it come up later, no, it wasn't him. He was in the shower. All right. So under any other circumstance, I probably would have beat this. I probably wouldn't even have got caught up. But they had, this is a non-smoking building. We had it's about half and half black, half white. Most of the white guys, I think were maybe about 40 and older, and they was the drop note type, you know. So once the guard, the lieutenant started calling people one by one to the guard office, to the lieutenant station or whatever. I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, the watchtower. I'm knowing it's only a matter of time before somebody tell. Right, so I go ahead and get all my stuff, you know, organized. So when they take me to the hole, you know, my stuff is organized. You know, when I come back out the hole, anyway. Back then, it was to take your whole your whole shoebox locker thing and put it on a little push cart and just lock it up. And when you get out the hole, you just get your whole thing back. So, sure enough, maybe 40 minutes later, they come get me with the handcuffs. Somebody then dropped, then told the people who was fighting or whatever. They locked me and O's up that night. When we get to the hole, I never been in a hole this dirty in my life. When I tell you, the toilet, the cement on the toilet was black. Now in James River, it's been tore down maybe 20 years now. But at the time, I think James River was the oldest prison or second oldest prison in the history of Virginia. That's how old it was, right? And the hole been there ever since it was built. Like that same toilet. I mean, I sat in that hole maybe 5 days. I did not use the toilet one time. I could not bring myself to sit on a toilet that I could not see inside the commode. Long story short, the warden, a drinker, he comes back in the hole, and you know, him and I have a one-on-one. He tells me like, look, boss, I never had any problems with you. You don't get in any trouble. I think I know what happened. O's got drunk and got frisky. He done said something slick out the mouth and you went up in his mouth. Now, before you tell me you didn't do it, I'm letting you know now, I'm gonna let you go. But don't sit up here and tell me no lies. You know, I'm giving you my word. You know, just nod your head. Did it happen, something like that? I said, yeah. And he let me out. But that's my story on why I don't drink. I titled this, He Gets Frisky When He Drinks. This O.G.B.O, this is prison stories, prison terms, and Sexual behaviors explained. Peace.